Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Scrapbooksage. My name is Dawn Orahood, and I'm so happy you could join me this morning. I wanted to share with you this sweet journal I made for myself for the new year so I can journal in and keep track of things that are happening in my life. I know many of you just love junk journaling, and I wanted to share this little treasure with you. So here we go. I made this out of fabric. I love this camera, and life is lovely. Little ephemera piece. I cut out these roses from my stash in my scrapbook stash. I have a list here of different people that I used for making this. I have used Jan Hatfield, Heidi Swapp, Die Cuts with a View, Craft Smart, Newport Grove, Recollections, Just Beachy, Craft Smart, Cedar Lodge, and Lindsey Zenor I've used mainly with the digital prints, and I'll point those out as we go through. I have some older stash as well, which is K & Company, and the folders are close to my heart. And I've used some Tim Holtz as well. So as I go through here, I've got a cute little postcard with some notes about what's going on this year. I made a January calendar. In here, I use this as my day timer as well. So I made a little booklet here, and I've taken some stickers and just have the day of the month or the day of the weeks, and have written my husband and my schedule for that first week in January. This is Lindsey Zenor's digital digital pack, what she wore. And this is my first video, so I'm a little bit nervous, and I'm sorry that it might be a little bit shaky. I am getting an overhead camera. We ordered it and it came in last night, but it was the wrong one. But I wanted to video this. I wanted to make this video before my friend left. She's going to be heading out of town, and we are working on both of us having YouTube channels and adding things to an Etsy shop a little bit down the road. And I wanted to get this off before she left so we could have some fun time reviewing it together. Speaking of fun times, earlier in January I had this great candy bar, and I wanted to put that in there. Chocolate always means good times for me. What do we have here? Oh, another schedule for earlier in the month. I have started to use this a little bit, but I've been holding off on using it too because I wanted to make a video and I was waiting for the overhead camera, and that didn't work out, so I just decided to go ahead and run the video. Hopefully you'll see much more of this junk journal as I work in it with Craft with Me videos in the future. I'm so inspired by the community of YouTubers who love to junk journal and make scrapbooks and cards. I actually love it all. I had started out scrapbooking like many of us, and then I went to cards. Then I went to bullet journaling, and now bullet journaling led to junk journaling. So I have a little bit of a stash. I'm not a huge hoarder. My husband may disagree. But one way that I try to keep that stash down is by making things frequently and finding fun, creative ways to use the stash I have. I do have old stash, as you can see. There's some really old paper in here that is just fun to use. Got older stamps. Again, this is Lindsey Zenor's what he wore, I believe. I've got a magazine page for gardening. A cute little Project Life card with magazine cover. And this is a beautiful card that's embossed that I received from a friend of mine as a few years ago, and it was just in one of the drawers that I was cleaning out, and I thought it would go really good in this journal. Thanks for your patience as I struggle, and it might be a little bit shaky. Aren't these a latte dew mocha Post-it notes just adorable? I love using them. And like I said, I use my junk journal for everything. I'll use it for a day timer. I'll write it for journaling. and I will take pictures and put them inside. So I'm really looking forward to showing you how I will use this in a lot of different ways. The community is so creative. It's so fun to see what people do with different things. I spoke a little bit about Lindsey Zenor. This is another one of her pages, and this is what she wore. She's doing a challenge every month for making journals. You submit them, and my friend Trisha and I just finished the January journals, and Lindsey had posted 5 different videos, actually 6 videos, of everybody's amazing creations. And I'm so inspired. I'm looking forward to looking back at those videos and seeing what I can scrap lift a little bit and put in my own journals and expand my skill set a little bit. I've already learned so much. I started junk journaling probably April, May last year, and I really haven't sewn or anything like that. I've done a few junk journals since then. But just learning everything from all the different artists on YouTube has been amazing. Isn't this a cute little envelope? I'll pull it out. There's a cute little heart clip there too. I haven't put anything in here yet, but this again is one of Lindsey Zenor's digitals. I encourage you to check out her Nevermore Creation shop. She has several different, I don't know what you would call them. They're different segments of her shop that are her journals, her friends' creations. She has plenty of supplies, and she has digital art, both kits and access to vintage ephemera on her Vintage Image Club. And I have purchased both of those to expand my stash in the realm of junk journaling. I'm, like I said, primarily I've been a scrapbooker, and it's not just this year have I started to collect some digital kits and art, and it's been a lot of fun to mix them all together. This is an old vellum. It's probably about, gosh, 8-10 years old, but it's fun to just pull things that we have and create something beautiful out of it. So if you're interested in this video and more like it, feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can get more notifications of videos like this and more. I will be making cards. I will do some scrapbook layouts probably later on down the road, but my memory keeping will primarily be in the journals. I giggle because this just is reminding me of my friend Trish, and I just completed a journal for her, and it has some of the same ephemera in it, and just made me think of her. She always makes me happy. And like I said, I'm learning how to sew. But that's the thing that I've always loved about scrapbooking and junk journaling is you don't have to be perfect. You notice how I glued this in here and you're seeing the glue lines? We'll play with this, and this will become a really beautiful page once we're done. When I was younger, I wasn't really into art. I was so serious and so intense. I was in your book, so I love to do things and I love to make things with a purpose. And I think that's why I like junk journaling so much, is you can be creative and you can have a purpose in your creativity. And sometimes you don't have to have a purpose, you can play. So junk journals sort of let us play, and that's what I love about them. Isn't this beautiful paper? Oh, most of this book is really vintage, but I live on the coast and I just have to have some beach fun things in my journal. This beautiful journal card is also from Lindsey Zenor, from her abandoned Flowers or Abandoned Roses kit. It's really, really, oh, Abandoned Beauty is what it's called. Well, there is the journal. I haven't done anything on the back. I may not. I also use ribbon. It's just easier for me to use ribbon. And like I said, I want to thank you for joining this post, and I hope to see you in the future. It will be a little bit more clear, hopefully in the next couple weeks, with an overhead camera, but I wanted to get this out. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming to Scrapbooksage, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.